You are now watching Reading Your Comments with the Game Peeps, brought to you by Christopher Marlowe.
And welcome to our very spoopy edition. Not really, we both forgot Halloween was a thing.
I remembered. I just didn't want to wear the same costume twice in a row.
Oh yeah, we would have thought of something else.
Yeah.
I'm full of ideas.
Yeah.
Hence the masks.
Woo!
All right, our first comment is from Zanka, and he says, "Geez, these goons are everywhere, and the shotgun spread makes it where you probably don't need to bother aiming from time to time. I LOL'd when Jack picked up the phone randomly. During the interrogation when you pulled out the dynamite. Is it weird that I was like, that one?" I'm sure that would have got him talking. "Oh, weak. You had to start over just because of that? Boo. Lethal arm shots, though. Rough way to go. You did use the dynamite. LOL, nice." Woo, what the hell? Oh, sorry, I'm half asleep. I apologize. Whoa, what the hell? That scene was in the movie. Was Jack also in the movie? Now I need to pay attention to that scene in the movie if they had a goon in the background who they intended to be Jack.
So, fun fact, Jack is in the movie, but it's not Jack. I'm actually going to lose this because it's going to muffle me. So it's Aldo. I can't remember what his name is. I wrote it in the reply to him.
Yeah.
Trapani.
Yeah.
Trapani? No.
Trapani.
Trapani.
Trapani? It's Italian. He's Italian. That's all you need to know.
So he is an actual character, but he's got like curly hair and looks completely different.
Because we did change how he looks.
Completely, because you can customize.
Yes.
So this was our customization of him, and we had a whole story behind the whole Jack thing. I think we've discussed it before. And yeah, I mean, that old man.
I'm actually having a hard time. I admit, half asleep, but I'm having a hard time remembering what interrogation scene.
It's the one just after. So we've gone to the warehouse. We find out that, who's behind it, and then we go down, and the guy's like, "Oh, it was this guy, just leave me alone."
Oh.
And it's the one where his daughter was.
I
shot him the first time, and he just died, and I was like, well, fuck. Next up, we have a comment from Andrew Fantasia that says, "Glad you're better, Miss Cassandra. Don't forget, you guys, it's almost October 5th, so prepare for all friendships to be sacrificed at the unspeakably evil altar that is Super Mario Party." So, yeah, Cassandra's better.
Yeah.
And now I'm sick. Not from her, from a completely unrelated thing. So, if it's not one thing,
it's always another, yeah.
That being said, yes, Super Mario Party is out, and we both don't have a Switch, so we haven't played it yet.
Yes.
But we will.
Yes.
And then friendships will be ruined.
And I've never played it, as Andrew knows, so if I do play it, I'm excited.
I'm just looking forward to the pity points. Pity points.
I guess that's it.
Yeah. We didn't have a lot of comments this month, so, yeah. I mean, part of it is our own fault. We've been super busy, so we haven't been, really active or doing anything online. For those of you who don't know, I took a wee jaunt across the pond. Spent 9 days in Scotland. It was a good time. Highly recommend it. If you haven't gone, absolutely, if you can afford to, go. I'm actually now going to pimp out Colm Keegan's bus tours because it was awesome. It was a really great time. Colm and Laura are amazing hosts, and they have an Easter one coming up. I believe that is it Scotland and Ireland, I think? You'd have to check the website, and then they have a one coming up next October, which is starting out in Edinburgh this time, doing kind of like the reverse of the trip I did and ending up in Glasgow at the end, but there's also some train rides in there as well.
Fun.
So I think he's calling it like the Planes, Trains, Automobiles tour, because you start off on a plane, you fly over.
Yeah.
Then there's, I think it's actually plane, train, bus.
A bus is an automobile.
It is, but I think he just called it his plane train bus, and I'm like,
Maybe-
opportunity lost!
You don't want to get sued.
Yeah, there's
just
that.
a little bit.
Probably. But, so you start off on plane, end up landing in Edinburgh, and then I think like a bus will take you around for the first little bit, and then there's a train at some point between a bunch of different locations, and then more bus. I think I have the thing, but you can look it up online. I'll post the like website link somewhere here, ish, like bottom of the.
Or you could just put it in the description box.
I mean, I'll do that as well, but I'm gonna flash it across the screen so that people will like go to it. And yeah, I can't recommend it highly enough. Like, it's a good time. It's a good time. And I want to move to Scotland.
Yeah. I don't want to go in the fall, winter.
You know what?
Yeah,
it was cold and gross, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. And apparently it's basically like, that's as bad as it gets all year round.
Mm.
Like, their winters aren't as harsh as here.
That's strange to me, considering I feel like it's further north.
Not really. No.
No?
No, it's actually, I think it's about level with us, but it's got all that water, so it doesn't get snowy. It's just it's a lot of precipitation, but it's all wet. It's not snow.
That's strange.
So they get a little bit of snow, but they don't get a lot. It never gets really hot, which is unfortunate because I do love warmth. But like it's so pretty. And there's so much history. Like literally every stop we went to, we only spent a few hours, and I was like, this is a day at least, maybe a week.
Yeah. No, even when like just going over to Great Britain in a general sense, as soon as you step onto the land, you can feel the history. It's so strange. It's such a strange feeling. You just feel how old it is.
The other weird thing with this, like, because absolutely you're right, but the other weird thing was because, like, Outlander.
Mm-hmm.
So there were a few Outlander fans, so we got to see, like, a few Outlander sites and stuff, but it was, like, finding out about the actual, like, Jacobin Rising and all that, and going over the history, and I actually got to walk the field where not Jacobite. So I got to walk on the field where the actual like final battle took place, where all of them are.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to see like the Fraser gravestone.
Oh wow.
And all that, like, for those of you who are Outlander fans, but like you got to see all of them, and there were things where it's like the mixed clans, because there were so many that they couldn't really figure out who was who, or they couldn't be bothered because they're a smaller clan. And then there's like the McDonalds, the McDougalls, the blah blah blah, and it's crazy, like it's like seriously, it's worth it to go out there.
Anyway, this has been Tales from Scotland and reading your comments with the game Peeps. So until next time,
Go play.
the mushrooms are still getting to me, man. It's just, oh man, like
She Maggie Smith so hard.
I wish I could Maggie Smith.